Hey, welcome back. This is another fuel mileage comparison video. So, this is a fuel mileage comparison between a 2019 Ford F250 with the 6.7 Power Stroke, which is on your left. That's this one right here. And a 2019 Ram 2500 with the 6.7 Cummins on the right here. Now, I'm also doing some oil mileage testing. I did change my oil again after 4,000 miles on Rotella T5 to Valvoline Premium Blue Extreme 5W40. That's the oil I haven't tried yet. And there I'll be doing a video on that after like another 5,000 miles or so. But what I noticed something very interesting. My 19 Ram goes through what it pops up on the screen is an automatic regeneration. Now that seems to happen every 1,000 or 1,500 miles ish, sometimes 2,000 miles in between automatic regens. Okay, my DPF filter monitor on the screen has never it's always been empty, right? I think the truck goes through because it's called automatic regen. I think it's just kind of like with Ford, every 500 miles the truck just goes into regen. It just automatically does it. Whereas the Ram's a little bit different. Mine seems to go through these automatic regens every, between 1,000 and 1,500. I think the longest was like 1,800 miles before it goes into an automatic regen. But something I noticed on the 26th of April of this year, it went into a deep clean regen. The regen lasted 1 hour, one entire hour of driving. The Ford did that as well. It did a deep clean. It only lasted 45 minutes. But I wanted to show the difference that the Ford with the deep clean, it managed 17.5 miles to the gallon, 45 minutes worth of deep clean regen. And the exhaust gas temperatures, by the way, on the Ford was exceedingly great. It was like 12 to 1,300 degrees Fahrenheit. On the Ram, because I have I have a way to monitor my exhaust gas temperatures. On the Ram, it never exceeded like a little over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's about it. But it lasted an hour, and I got 16.2 miles to the gallon. Um, as you can see here, since the COVID thing, like you can see, like there was not a lot of highway driving. As a matter of fact, there was hardly any driving going on in the month of April and the latter half of May. And now, beginning to kind of get back into normal battle rhythm of, doing things. But even on the Ram, as you can see here, my mileage is really good. You don't see anything in the red so far. Even during the whole being locked down, I can only go to Walmart and back. That was it. You know what I mean? So literally just grocery getting. And you can see here nothing in the red, whereas the Ford, yeah, lots of red. Well, four, still green. Like you still get some good fuel mileage, but even some of these mixed drivings. Look at these, just not that great. But the Ram so far has been doing really great on fuel mileage. Something I noticed also from the 4th of April all the way till about 28th May, I was running Rotella T5 10W30. Fuel mileage relatively good, decent, but again, mostly grocery getting because, the whole, lockdown, right? Um, but I switched to Valvoline Premium Blue yesterday, and I went for a drive, about 159.8 miles, and the truck netted back 21 miles to the gallon. So pretty good. Is there a big difference between 10W30 and 5W40 in terms of mileage? I have no idea, but that's what they tell you, right? They say, and it makes sense, right? The lower viscosity, the engine isn't working as hard to push the oil through, some of the tighter tolerance areas of the engine, right? So theoretically, it's supposed to get you better fuel mileage, but we'll see. I will say that the 10W30 I switched originally back to on the 7th of February to Valvoline Premium Blue 10W30 from Rotella T6. Um, it got good fuel mileage. I mean, the Valvoline Premium Blue 10W30 got better fuel mileage. The highest was 24 miles to the gallon, and the highest on the T6, I believe, yeah, so 23 miles to the gallon here, 23.9 here. So Does it make a difference? I don't know. And then on Rotella T5 10W30, not really a whole lot to say because a lot of it was mixed driving, not a lot of highway driving, but the very few highway driving I did with the T5. I got 20.4 miles to the gallon, 21 miles to the gallon here. But I'm excited to see what the Valvoline Premium Blue Extreme is going to get me. Um, but anyways, I just thought that was interesting that the truck went into a 1 hour regen. uh, Insane. Like it turned on, and I was like, oh, what's this? I thought it was gonna be like 12, the 10, 12 mile, or minute regen, and then 10 minutes go by and it's still regenning. So I kept driving, and then it wasn't until like an hour later that the regen completed. So very interesting. Oh, and the DPF monitoring gauge still read zero. It was not full at all. So I'm not sure what was going on there. But anyways, I thought that was very interesting, and I wanted to. Oh, one last thing. Let me go to. Okay, so the overall average between the two trucks. Okay, the 19 Ford, the short time I had that, the average was 18.1. So for the 19 Ram, the overall average right now is 19.2. Yeah, 18.1, yeah, 19.02 for the Ram. So the Ram is definitely getting better fuel mileage, but that's expected. Six cylinder versus V8. But yeah, so there you go.